In 1994, young Khaya Dlamini, 14, witnesses the chaotic euphoria of South Africa's first free elections. His father, a factory worker, dreams of change, but Khaya sees only poverty and corruption in the streets of Soweto. Khaya starts selling pirated CDs and stolen phones at the Barrett taxi rank. His charm and quick wit catch the eye of Bra Sticks, a local gangster who controls the rank. After a rival gang attacks, Khaya learns his first rule of the street. Loyalty is currency. He kills a rival boy in self-defense, marking his initiation into Soweto's underworld. Under Stick's mentorship, Khaya learns protection rackets, smuggling routes, and political manipulation. He becomes a trusted enforcer by 18. Khaya and his friends, Tebogo Trigger Maseko, Zinle Kumalo, and Sizwe Ice Dlamini, form their own crew. Their intelligence and brutality make them infamous. The crew executes their first major job, robbing a casino's armored van. The score funds their first legitimate front, Soweto car wash and panel beaters. Khaya meets Counselor Mthembu, who uses the syndicate to secure contracts and silence rivals. Crime and politics intertwine. Zinle, Khaya's closest ally, dreams of expanding to Johannesburg's north. Her ambition threatens Khaya's control. Khaya discovers Styx has been skimming profits. In the brutal showdown, he kills his mentor, claiming Soweto as his own. The Soweto Syndicate is officially formed, a brotherhood bound by blood, power, and street justice. Khaya launders his fortune through real estate and nightclubs. He becomes a legit businessman, while his men control drugs and protection across Gauteng. Tebogo becomes increasingly violent, drawing police attention. His reckless murders start unraveling the crew's secrecy. Detective Naledi Moketsi, a sharp and relentless investigator, begins connecting murders and drug shipments to Khaya's enterprises. Khaya's younger brother, Sizwe, returns from prison, hardened, loyal, and more ruthless than ever. The syndicate clashes with the Zulu Kings, a brutal gang from Alexandria. Streets turn into war zones. Zinle makes a secret deal with the Zulu Kings for her own power base, betraying Khaya. Khaya executes her lieutenant in public, igniting a civil war inside the syndicate. A car bomb kills Khaya's mother. The message is clear. The war has reached home. In a public retaliation, Khaya ambushes her men during a soccer match. Innocent civilians die, destroying his public reputation. Detective Naledi infiltrates the syndicate through one of Khaya's mistresses, gathering evidence of money laundering. Khaya falls for Lorato, a journalist investigating corruption. Their love becomes a dangerous weakness. Khaya partners with Mozambican smugglers, expanding his reach to Durban ports. His wealth skyrockets. Tebogo, paranoid and addicted, kills a police informant in bold daylight. Khaya orders his death, his childhood friend executed by Sizwe. At Trigger's funeral, Khaya realizes he's surrounded by enemies, politicians, cops, and ex-friends alike. Naledi leads a task force raid on Khaya's properties. Millions are seized, but Khaya escapes through underground tunnels. Counselor Mthembu betrays Khaya, offering him up to the authorities for immunity. Khaya retaliates by burning Mthembu's luxury apartment complex. The city watches Soweto's king turn to ash. Lorato publishes an exposé linking Khaya to assassinations. Torn by love and duty, she vanishes soon after. Khaya reorganizes his empire into a cell-based syndicate. No loyalty, only efficiency. Zinle resurfaces, scarred, but alive, now allied with a Nigerian cartel. The second war begins. Gang wars spill into schools and churches. The community that raised Khaya now calls for his death. Sizwe begins questioning Khaya's morality, especially after a bombing kills children. Detective Naledi teams up with Interpol to dismantle the drug route. Zinle's men attack Khaya's convoy near Santon, killing his driver and bodyguard. Khaya hides in an abandoned mansion in Clipton, haunted by his past decisions. Lorato reappears pregnant with Khaya's child. She begs him to flee the country. Naledi launches a nationwide sting, Operation Red Dust, aiming to end the Soweto Syndicate forever. Sizwe secretly cooperates with Naledi to protect Lorato and the unborn baby. Khaya's convoy is ambushed on the N1 highway by Zinle's cartel allies, a cinematic battle of bullets and flames. Khaya personally executes Zinle in a burning warehouse, ending their rivalry but losing his humanity completely. Police surround Khaya's last safe house. He detonates explosives to destroy evidence. Sizwe confesses to betraying him. In tears, Khaya spares his brother and lets him escape. The army moves in to quell the violence. Khaya becomes a ghost leader, operating underground. Naledi arrests Lorato, using her as bait to lure Khaya out. Without Khaya's leadership, the syndicate splinters into warring factions. Khaya negotiates with a foreign cartel for passage to Dubai, in exchange for betrayal of his men. The meeting turns out to be a police sting. Naledi captures Khaya after a brutal firefight. Khaya's trial becomes a media sensation. Old allies testify, his empire crumbles publicly. Lorato visits Khaya in prison, introducing their son. She tells him redemption is still possible. Khaya receives a life sentence. As he's led away, he whispers, "Soweto never dies." Khaya rules the prison from the shadows, mediating gang conflicts like an old king in exile. Detective Naledi is promoted, but haunted by the fallout. The city's power vacuum births new crime lords. Young thugs calling themselves Soweto Syndicate 2.0 start mimicking Khaya's legend. Lorato starts a youth rehabilitation center in Khaya's name, using his confiscated money to rebuild the township. Khaya stops a prison riot, saving guards, earning rare respect even from enemies. Now a legitimate businessman, Sizwe visits Khaya, promising to raise the boy away from the streets. Khaya begins writing his story, the Gospel of Soweto, exposing corruption and warning the next generation. A rival in prison orders Khaya's assassination. He survives the attack, scarred but alive. Lorato's foundation is burned down by new gangs, proving the cycle of violence lives on. Years later, an old Khaya watches the sunrise over Soweto from his prison yard. He smiles knowing his sins built both hell and hope, and whispers, "From dust we rise."